Good morning, Chasm listeners. Today is Saturday, December 24th, 2022, and this is your weekly conservation report. This is Tessa Greve, Conservation Planner at Stearns County Soil and Water, and I want to wish all of our listeners a Merry Christmas Eve and Happy Holidays. In the spirit of the season, I wanted to talk about the history of the Christmas tree. Long ago, trees and plants that remain green all year had a special meaning for people in the winter. In the Northern Hemisphere, the shortest and longest night of the year falls on December 21st or December 22nd and is called the winter solstice. Many ancient people believed that the sun was a god and that winter came every year because the sun god had become sick and weak. They celebrated the solstice because that meant that the sun god would begin to get well. Evergreens reminded them of the green plants that would grow again when the sun god was strong and summer would return. Early Romans also celebrated the solstice and they decorated their homes and temples with evergreens. However, Germany is credited with starting the Christmas tree tradition as we know it today. Back in the 16th century, they would bring decorated trees into their homes. They would sometimes build Christmas pyramids of wood and decorated them with evergreens and candles. And it's widely believed that Martin Luther, the 16th century Protestant reformer, first added lighted candles to a tree. The first record of a Christmas tree on display in the United States was in the 1830s by the German settlers of Pennsylvania. They had had Christmas trees as early as 1747, and most Americans saw them as a pagan symbol back then. So relatively speaking, due to the rest of the world, the Christmas tree was adopted very late in America. In 1846, Queen Victoria and her German Prince Albert were sketched in the Illustrated London News standing with their children around a Christmas tree. So by the 1890s, Christmas ornaments were arriving from Germany and Christmas tree popularity was on the rise around the U.S. It was noted that Europeans used small trees about 4 feet in height, while Americans liked their Christmas trees to reach from floor to ceiling. The early 20th century saw Americans decorating their trees mainly with homemade ornaments, while the German-American sect continued to use apples, nuts, and marzipan cookies. Popcorn joined in after being dyed bright colors and interlaced with berries and nuts. Electricity brought about Christmas lights, making it possible for Christmas trees to glow for days on end. And with this, Christmas trees began to appear in town squares across the country, and thus began an American tradition. I just thought this would be a fun topic to bring up on a day like today. Some other things that I wanted to bring up is that Quarry Park is starting to create their ski and snowmobile trails. Trail grooming happens after first snowfall, packing is done to set up a base, and after every snowfall, park staff maintain the trails and pack it down more. The 2023 Moonlight Ski will be held in Quarry Park on Friday, January 6th from 5 to 8 p.m. Another event coming to St. Cloud is Annie's Project. Annie's Project is an educational program dedicated to strengthening women's roles in modern farm and ranch enterprises. Launched in 2003 by University of Illinois Extension educator Ruth Hambleton, Annie's Project is a tribute to her mother, Annette. The program honors Annie's entrepreneurship and her goal of raising a family and being an active partner in the family farm operation. So this year's Annie's Project in St. Cloud begin Thursday evenings, January 26th, February 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, and March 2nd from 6 to 9 p.m. A meal will be served at 5:30 p.m. The Annie's Project website lists email contact or a phone number to call to sign up, and also links to register. There's also a downloadable, shareable flyer with more information on their website. The registration deadline is January 5th. Finally, with winter in full swing, a reminder as always that it's a great time to start planning for next spring and beyond with conservation needs. So feel free to give our office a call at 320-251-7800 extension 3 to speak to one of our conservation planners. They can help assist you with your resource concerns or specific questions about practices, and will help align your project with the best avenue for cost share opportunities. Once again, have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I hope you spend time with loved ones. This has been your weekly conservation report.